Yeah, so be sure to get your drinks, get comfortable.
All right, are you guys ready for the reason you came? Are you guys ready to see how cute Nevin looks this evening? Are you guys ready to laugh at Nevin Sharma? All right, then give it up for Nevin Sharma, everybody.
Good to see ya. Wow, it is actually very good to see you. I just say that sometimes. This is stuck. Let me go ahead and put this in correctly. And all right, it is actually very good to see you. It's good to see everybody here. I like to start off shows saying, if no one was excited to see you today, I'm excited to see you right now. So thank you all very much. Thank you all very much for coming. I like to be out. I mean, it's nice to be out. I feel like one of the harder parts of getting myself to go out is because when I'm home, it's so easy to just like stay on my phone and just like scroll my life away. You know what I mean? Like every day, just kind of sitting there, just on basically a content slot machine, just kind of like hoping for something good to come out of it. You know, like every day I'm like, all right, I need a little dopamine hit for Nevin over here. Let's go ahead and get this going. So I'm start scrolling. Ooh, this one's about the economy. I don't need that. And then you start scrolling again. You start scrolling again. You start scrolling again. It's like, world politics. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that too. And it's like, come on. Give me something good. Oh. There's a cat. I got that cat, baby. Why does this cat have a cast on its leg? It's got a terminal illness? Oh my God! I'm gonna need to see at least 3 more cats before I can get off the couch. Like that's what that feels like. Just, gosh. I had this thing. Has anyone else had this thing where like your phone tries to convince you that you have adult ADHD? Yeah, right? Like what the? I hate it when my phone tells me that because it's like you made me this way. I didn't come out the box looking like this. This is like. I think adult ADHD is like a weird disease. Like I guess that it's a disease, but it's funny that it's the only disease where the cure is meth. I'm not breaking any new ground here. Everyone knows that Adderall is meth, right? Like some people are like, oh no, it's not exactly meth. It's like, slightly different chemical composition. It's time release or whatever. It's like fine. At best, you're doing Delta 8 meth. Like it's not much different than that. You know what I mean? I think it's insane how much more we protect kids from peanuts in this country than we do meth. Like it's just like, just give it to them, baby. I'm sure once the FDA finally realizes that we shouldn't have been giving all these kids meth all these years, and they criminalize it again. All of these kids are just going to be on the street looking for crystal, and then the whole country is going to turn into Florida. Are you ready for that? Is everybody ready for that? Here's the thing, though. I am originally from West Virginia, which so I don't want to come off as if I'm anti-meth. I've seen people do some amazing things here. I once saw a guy get hit by a car, fly up into the air, do a full flip, land in stride, and go about his day. Like that's how amazing that was. What's crazy about that story, though, is I also knew the person who hit him because she is a notorious Uber driver in our town. And we just label her Mary Mary Meth is Scary. Here's the deal with Mary Mary Meth is Scary. You will get to your destination as quickly as you have ever gotten there in your life, you might be an accessory to the crime on the way. So that's just get used to that. All right. I am originally from West Virginia, which, yeah, that throws a lot of people off. That's not least of which the people of West Virginia. That was a tough pill to swallow for them. I got that question that like kids that look different get growing up. Fairly common question. It's where are you from? I got where are you from a lot when I was a kid, which enough has been said about how alienating of a question that is. The only thing I want to add to that is a batshit insane question to ask a 7-year-old when they're just figuring out where being anywhere is. Like, I'd just be sitting there and some adult would come up to me and be like, hey, where are you from? My house. No, where are you from? My house, you dum-dum? Like, what? What more do you need to hear from me? But, like, I know what people are asking when they ask that question. They're asking where my parents are from. And the answer to that question is India. My parents are from the hillbilly part of India, which means they dreamed of a magical world in America called West Virginia. And as my dad likes to say, with only $10 in my pocket, I made it, baby. As a side note, how is it that every immigrant that gets to this country somehow gets here with only $10 in their pocket? Like, I've had only $10 in my pocket before. You know what I didn't do? Move. Wasn't a good time for it. Every year my dad tells that story, the amount of money he came here with got less. Like when I was younger, he got here with $10 in his pocket. When I was in graduating high school, he got here with $5 in his pocket. When I graduated college, it was down to $2. Nowadays, he says he came here owing $200. I love being from West Virginia. I love West Virginia. It's a great state to be from. I have what one of my elderly neighbors described as a magical love for West Virginia. When I was younger, she was like, I have a magical love, but she was describing her love for her husband. And the way she described it is, he's a no-good, do-nothing, two-bit, drunk who cusses too much. And the magical part is, I love him anyway. And even when I was young, I was like, you need a divorce. That's how I think you need to get a divorce. No, I love West Virginia. I would describe West Virginia as 50% what you think about from country roads, and 50% the gathering of the juggalos without first meet. That's kind of what West Virginia is to me. Like, a lot of scary clowns drinking off-brand soda. Like, that's what... When I graduated high school, I was standing outside the hockey arena that we graduated in. And as I was standing outside, there was a guy who was walking toward me. He was like a big, kind of like mean-looking, scary-looking type of guy. And he started just stomping towards me. And it's not what you want a guy stomping towards you to look like at all. Like, what do you want a guy who's stomping towards you look like? Like, if he had like a big check, that'd be great. That's what a big check. So he's stomping towards me, and I have always looked like this. So I he was looking at me with like a menace in his eyes that I recognized, where he was just like, I was like, oh my God, I don't want to have to deal with whatever this guy's doing right now. Like, I just graduated. It's like a happy day. I don't want to have to deal with like whatever is about to happen. I just, and he gets right up to me and he looks me dead in my eyes and he goes, hey, that's a hell of a hairdo, dude. And he goes, did you just graduate? And I was like, yeah. He's like, hey, that's great, man. Good for the community. Can I give you a hug-a-lo? Because that's the one thing about juggalos they never tell you. It's all about community with them. That's the good thing. Pro juggalo. People are sometimes surprised to hear that there is a hillbilly part of India. But hillbillies are kind of like worldwide. Like, you can find hillbillies anywhere that there's hills. Like, that's just... You show me any hill, and I will show you a billy. Like, that's where they are. That is where they are. I like to tell this story, kind of like to illustrate how much of a hillbilly my dad is. My dad is banned from the Taj Mahal. Banned from the Taj Mahal. The way this happened was when we were younger. Should we pause for the train? Hey, we're gonna hold on for a second. How's everybody doing? We good? Right. How am I doing? What a cheap applause. I'm gonna get another one too. All right, I'm gonna take it from the top. My dad's banned from the Taj Mahal. Banned from the Taj Mahal. The way that happened was, when we were younger, my parents wanted to take us to the Taj Mahal, and when we went to India, my dad got one of the very first digital cameras that they ever made. If you don't remember what they look like, digital cameras when they first came out just looked like regular cameras. The only difference was, instead of like capturing the light at a specific moment in time onto film, they sucked. They just captured incredibly pixelated photos that if you look at today, you're like, oh, this was Minecraft? Okay, I got you. So we got this digital camera and we go to the Taj Mahal, which if anyone here doesn't know what the Taj Mahal is, it is a mausoleum, which is just a place where dead people sleep. That's what a mausoleum is. Like, it doesn't mean anything. It just kind of shows you the rich will always find a way to own property. It's really kind of... Also, it's beautiful. You should go. You got like 6 years before it melts. So we're going to the Taj Mahal, and inside the mausoleum, it's very dark, and there's signs all over the place that are like, no photography, absolutely no photography. You shouldn't take pictures in here. That dead lady is sleeping. Don't wake her up. So immediately, my dad whips out his camera, and I grab him. I'm like, Dad, no, look, you can't do that. It says you're not allowed to take pictures. And then he looks at me, and he gives me the international hillbilly motto. He goes, son, you can do anything you want in this world, as long as you don't get caught. He then turns around and starts taking pictures with flash, just like... just the brightest this place has ever been. Immediately, the guards are on him. They're just like, hey, you're not supposed to take pictures here. You're not supposed to take pictures here. You can't take pictures here. And my dad goes, I don't speak Hindi. He's an Indian from India. This whole conversation is taking place in Hindi. Then he tries to hit him with a, how did you know it was me? With the camera behind his back. That's what... They go, hey, give us that camera. He goes, you can't have this camera. It belongs to a U.S. government employee. My mom is a professor at a community college, so technically, but hey, say what you need to get what you want. They go, fine, give us the film. Digital camera. One of the first ever made. Probably one of the first in India, unless they made it there. He goes, here's the thing. This doesn't take film. And they go, look, we've seen a lot of stupid shit at the Taj Mahal. We have never tried to have a hillbilly convince us that a camera isn't a camera. Did you bring a flashlight into the Taj Mahal? Like, what did you do here? They were nice. They were like, fine, go ahead. What are we supposed to do with this guy? He's a lunatic. And they were like, why don't you go ahead and show the kids the rest of the Taj Mahal? It'll be fine. And we walk around, we have a nice day. And as we're leaving, these uniformed men come back up to us and they were like, hey, we heard you guys didn't have a camera. Why don't we take a picture of the family for you? And so they take a picture, they line us up in front of the Taj Mahal, they take a picture of all of us. And then they say, okay, now we just need one of you. And they shipped everyone out, and it's just my dad. As we're leaving, they had already printed up a big poster. Picture of my dad that just says, unwelcomable. When I was growing up in West Virginia, I grew up around a lot of hillbillies, right? And that's just kind of what I thought all white people were. Like, I just realized, I was like, that's what I am too. I must be. Like, I don't know if anyone else in here is Indian, but if you are, you know your parents don't sit you down and tell you that you're Indian. You figure that out from bullying at school. Like, that's how you figure it out. Growing up, I thought I was Italian for like the first 10 years of my life. All my friends were Italian. I ate spaghetti. I was like, what is it? It must be. I had a chance to go off to like a fancy Ivy League college because I got a diversity scholarship. Not for being Indian, just for being from West Virginia. They're like, you can read and write. Why don't you come on through, buddy? This is great. This is fantastic. How good is this? So I got to college and I was going to make friends, and I was thinking I should make friends the same way I made my very first friend when I was younger. I saw a kid in my neighborhood who was revving his engine in some gravel. And what I did was I went and joined him and revved my engine in some gravel. And then we are best friends to this day. Does everyone know what revving their engine in gravel is? All right. So here's what it is. If you're revving your engine in gravel, you walk up into some gravel and you go, So I got to college. I see a nice big group of friends. And I say, hey, I'm pretty confident. I'll go ahead and pop the top off of this, guys. Here we go. They look me dead in the eye and they go, dude, where are you from? My house? My house? Are there any local journalists in the crowd right now?
How bad do you need them?
Not really that bad. I was going to make fun of them, but they're not here, so I'll make fun of them harder. I love local journalism. Local journalism is like one of my favorite things of all time. I just love local journalism so much. I love local journalism because it's essentially a step above gossip. Like, gossip is like, here's what I've heard. And local journalism, you know what? Let me take that again. I wrote this one this morning, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. Local journalism is a step above gossip. Gossip is like, hey, have you heard the latest? And local journalism is like, here's the latest. Like that's, it was worth telling, right? That was worth telling that joke. I like local journalism. Thank you. I like local journalism because, like, if you really follow it, you can tell what like a place values. Like, you can tell what a community values by what their local journalism covers. So, like, growing up, there was this. It's just great local journalism all over. Like, my local news station to this day does not have animated title sequence, and that doesn't sound like crazy to anybody else, because you are not imagining a static image before the news anymore. Like, I used to go to like the big city, and by the big city I mean Kernersville, and see the animated titles and be like, wow, what an advanced civilization. Last time I was home, there was a newspaper headline. Big headline, right? Front page, whole front page. Biggest tree in West Virginia falls. In the font and style of a national tragedy. This story came across the editor's desk and he went, break out the 9/11 font. This is. The article was great. The article said that tree, the biggest tree in West Virginia, was found laying across a remote road in the early morning hours. Alone. No foul play was suspected. Here's a little local journalism tip for West Virginia, though. No foul play was suspected is just what police say when they think it's fentanyl. Which, I was like, oh, there's no like follow-up to this? You didn't round up any of the suspects? What was the second biggest tree in West Virginia doing? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. If a tree falls in West Virginia and no one's around to hear it, that means someone missed their fucking shift. We don't leave trees out there. That's not... We see these trees. The guy who missed his shift when the biggest tree in West Virginia came down, he had to give a press conference. He was one of the West Virginia Department of Forestry's big tree coordinators. It's a government position, a state government position, a state government position. You better not get rid of my big trees, Musk. All right. I just realized I might be dead before this comes out. So this guy had to come out and give a press conference where he was like, look, we've been monitoring this tree for a long time. This tree was essentially a living shell wrapped around a decaying core, so it was only a matter of time. And I was like, a living shell wrapped around a decaying core? As a millennial, I've never related to a tree more. Also, the biggest tree in West Virginia? What does that mean? It's not the tallest. It's not the widest. It's not the oldest. It's just the biggest tree in West Virginia. That's not a measurement of trees. Here's where it came from. During West Virginia's centennial celebration, the governor decided to throw a big tree contest where citizens could run around and find the biggest trees they could see and make nominations. Is there more? No, that's it. Then the big tree coordinator was like, yeah, that's a bigger one than the other one. But as an Appalachian, that just sounds like a fun day. Just going around and being like, that's a big tree, that's a big tree. Your wife's next to you being like, I've seen bigger. It's such a... Is anyone here old enough to know Johnny Carson? Yeah, one. I mean, the guy with the grayest beard was like, yeah. Also, I did it so weird. He had better form. That's right. He's from California. I'm from West Virginia. I don't know. Where was I? I didn't even think I was going to do that Johnny Carson riff.
Biggest tree.
Biggest tree, right. But yeah, that's the thing that, like, that's the thing. You can tell that, like, West Virginians really value big trees. Like, a couple of years ago, the national Christmas tree was selected from West Virginia for the first time in, like, 50 years. And the governor threw a parade. Not just, like, a one-city parade. They chopped this tree down, and it went on tour for 40 days around the state. So that everyone in West Virginia could see our big Christmas tree before it did nice things in D.C. That was... We didn't even parade the dead one around that long. That was like... All right. Does anyone ever, at the end of the day, take off your pants and get mad at your ankles?
Take off my pants.
Is anyone? Yes, take off. Like, no one else other than me is just like taking off, like, take off your pants and then you're just like...
Can we see your ankle?
No. Very, very simple bit. All you got to do is be quiet. All right. Take off your pants. End of the day. This is what I'm talking about. Getting out of your ankles. All right. All you got to do is this. You take off your pants. No one else is just like... Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Are you serious right now? This is what I'm dealing with? I don't wanna, it's the end of a long day. Do you wanna bend over one extra time to make yourself feel better? That's not, I'm sitting here just like trying to like kick it off any way to keep me from having to do any extra work in the day. I'm like moving around. I'm doing this thing a lot where you're like, come on, just come off. And then I'm saying things to my ankles that I shouldn't be saying, like, I wish I was a pirate. Then your ankle keeps score. So you'll be walking around the streets. And then all of a sudden, your ankle will be like, you wish you were a pirate, huh? And then it just does one of these to you. And you're like, God damn it, ankle. Now I'm really going to wish I was a pirate. But realistically, it's not that I hate my ankles. I just hate the way celestial bodies move. It's not my ankle's fault that pants were designed to get hooked on them, you know? Like, to make this a little more general, I hate the laws of physics. The laws of physics can fucking suck my dick, dude. I fucking hate the laws of physics. Like, have you ever just, like, knocked over a cup of water and it spills everywhere immediately? Like, can you fucking give me a minute? I know I fucked up. Give me a second. I will find a cloth and clean this up. Just give me a second. Now my laptop's ruined. People talk about how impressive it is that we have AI, right? Because now it can, like, mimic human intelligence. We have plenty of human intelligence. It's not worth mimicking. It's not anything impressive to me. You know what would be impressive? Figure out a way to make ice less slippy. Let's do that. Let's figure that out. How about that? That is a much more impressive thing to me. All right. What more do I want to tell you?